Welcome back to another episode of the City Podcast. This is episode 98 of the Can I Trust You? I am your host, Tony, and I'm here with...
Boobs and vegan bobs.
And...
Roman.
Your boy Eric.
Hate that boy.
All right. So, right before we hit the record, Mark was going on a little tangent about how he hates the word chill.
Yeah, I started realizing a lot of people use the word chill now.
Dude, it's the cool word to use right now.
Is it really though?
I guess it's just I guess
Isn't
it's
the
the word
definition
for,
of chill cool? Like to be killed?
No, I don't know.
No?
I don't know anymore. My definition is very different from the chill now.
No, you just...
Yeah,
Just
like
be relaxed,
yeah,
lay back.
and that's what I use it for. Like I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
Like nothing bad.
You were saying that it's just the word chill. It could be like chilling out or whatever you're saying.
Well, because
I think it's the
using it in a proper term. I think I started because I would hear it a lot at the comic book shop,
Mhm.
and eventually I started realizing my girlfriend uses it a lot. But then I think now, today, because I went to like a mom's fundraiser thing, and that was a whole other thing. I used my mom for free food at her own fundraiser.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah, that's fun.
I mean, moms are supposed to be free food.
No, I don't know what that means.
I don't really know.
Crazy.
So,
So, what is it? Like a cousin of mine, he came back from Spain. Like him and his whole family live in Spain. They came back here to visit for a couple of days.
cool.
And I saw him and I was like, "Oh, what's up, man? I haven't seen you forever since you were like a little kid." And he's like, "Hey," he's like probably 18, 17.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him, "Hey, how's Spain? Like, what's up with Spain? Is it how cool is it out there?" And he's just like, Spain's chill, it's pretty chill." And I stopped like,
That's disappointing.
"All right,
What does that mean?
Spain is fucking chill." And I turned to my sister, and my sister, my niece is in front of her. I have two little nieces. One's, I don't even fucking know how old anymore. But she's like,
Mark,
the older
a
one.
family man.
Yeah, the older one, she's happy, full of life. Sees me, gave me a hug. I was like, "All right, hey, how's it going?" And then they have a new one, and this one's just like a little fucking hateful, spiteful thing.
All right, so
Which
So the not favorite.
so it's the little Mark.
Yeah.
So she's the one that you actually like.
So no, not even. I'm looking at this one. I'm like, God, you could just look in her eyes. She has like so much hate.
If I could burn all of you, I would.
Yeah.
This is a baby, right?
This is a baby too.
Damn.
And she's watching like her Netflix on there, and just whatever. She's just hanging out.
A baby's holding a phone?
Yeah. She's a toddler. She's like a toddler.
Oh, I was gonna say
she's
that.
she's at least above the age of 2.
Now she's 4 months holding
That's
Netflix
a smart-ass
with,
baby.
with
Probably-
fucking
no, she's-
burning hate in her eyes.
Probably close to getting one. She's like one-ish maybe.
I mean, it's getting to the point where there was that thing that goes over the crib that spins around.
The mobile.
Yeah, well,
mobile.
they're making those with the TV screens now.
I ain't buying that for a kid whenever
America.
I never have one.
So the kid's just like watching, and then she gets the phone away, and then after that she's like fucking just staring down at everyone, just like, "Man, fuck this, fuck that nigga right there, fuck that fool right there, I fucking hate them." And so me and my girlfriend kind of talking shit about the baby.
Uh-huh. Like you do about
Yeah.
babies.
Talking shit about the baby. And I'm like, man, looking at this kid, I was like, she's fucking hateful. I was like, I'm now appreciating the happy-go-lucky one that's basic. I was like, man, I'm liking her way more now.
It goes to the happy-go-lucky. You're the new fave.
Exactly. I was like, now I feel good about if I ever want to spoil her, I probably will now. Not this one. And so I asked my sister, I'm like, hey, how's watching the kids? And she's like, oh, this one over here is just angry all the time, but she's pretty chill. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, what about the other one? Like, oh, she's just running around. She's, just happy-go-lucky. She's pretty chill, too.
those don't work together.
Yeah.
You know what I see
so-
when he's hearing that? The little fucking vein on his forehead, just like in the comics. It's like pop out.
Yeah.
And so I turned to tell the girlfriend, she's like, Spain is chill. Angry child is chill. Happy child is chill. By this logic, these children are Spain. And Spain are these children. It was just like getting hit with chill at 3 different times. And just 3 different things.
Answers.
Yeah.
Basically used in 3 different ways that don't make sense.
Yeah. Maybe it's just me. It's just my old ass fucking brain. Just like,
It's true.
whatever
'cause-
happened to saying laid back or just,
It was groovy.
Yeah. No, I'm not that old yet to say groovy. I would say maybe I would say maybe laid back is probably
Hear this
as far as
fucking tasty jam.
Yeah. Like it's 90-ish, so
Tubtacular.
you're hitting with stuff like bodacious,
There you go.
radical.
Who's gonna ride bodacious?
You're like cool. Remember when cool was a thing?
Yeah, I still say cool. Fuck
Cool.
yeah, that's
You
fucking
say it a
cool
lot,
shit.
You're like cool.
Yeah, because it's the automated response.
So maybe
Hey, you wanna go cool?
I think I'm slowly like trying to maybe chill is now the new cool.
I think so.
Cool is now the new chill.
But
And I'm just so fucking
You're-
old and stubborn.
Set in
It's
your
like,
ways.
fucking you.
He's not ready for change like
Yeah.
these fucking new kids.
2018.
I'm just
you gotta
so
relax
fucking mad.
and chill. Fuck.
Eventually, I'll start using it. And by the time I start saying chill, it's going to move on to something else.
Yeah.
And I'm no longer cool anymore.
Yeah, it's-
Like laxing or
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, like shit's cold right now. What?
It's cold.
I can now get chill.
Yeah, but you ain't cold, son, so it don't even matter.
Damn.
It just kind of like whatchamacallit.
And then
And
when,
it involves to like Frieza's family.
Yeah, exactly.
Like King
Yeah.
Chill, King Cold.
by the time it gets to, what is
Cooler.
this, episode 96?
98.
Yeah, you know,
98?
Mhm.
Okay, so when it's episode like 180, what, 190?
198.
198? I
Oh,
can't
someone's
remember.
ambitious.
Yeah. When we get there, I'm like, these fucking kids is ain't cold now. Remember when they started saying chill?
It seems like maybe like a year or two from now, how do we get so old?
I don't know. Bones get brittle.
That's the power of chill, bro.
Osteoporosis kicks in.
Yeah.
That's
But that was
Like, I always heard, like, oh, once you hit 30, like, your body starts changing. Like, everything, like, starts feeling, like, you start feeling worse and worse. And I was like, I
Yeah.
started feeling that when I was, like, 25. What the fuck?
no, that's because you did a shit of drugs.
Well, yeah, and I'm fucking severely overweight. And
And you don't take care of yourself.
no, not at all.
I don't think none of us do.
the girlfriend asked me, she was like, hey, do you think by the time you get old, your eyesight's just going to keep going? I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, that was one of my greatest fears. I was like, my eyesight's going to go. She's like, do you feel like if it changes? I was like, yeah, like a couple years ago, I already felt like it going. I was like, it's going now. It's all downhill from here.
Someone hide the cables and rope from this
Yeah.
house.
She's scared. She's like, oh my god, I got glasses. I gotta look into this LASIK.
Oh my god, things aren't chill right now.
Things are so unchill.
my BF
Things are
gotta
hot.
Chill on that native talk.
Fucking Mark.
Everything's just like a derivative of like temperature.
Yeah.
Cool, chill, freezing, hot, warm,
That's
lukewarm.
Lukewarm. Yeah, I was thinking lukewarm. But I was like, I don't think lukewarm's going to work.
Wait, lukewarm just be chill.
No, I don't think lukewarm is chill.
No, lukewarm is above room temperature.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chill is a nice breeze. Sitting on your porch, dreaming of good things and of a
Drinking
nice
no cold,
breeze. Yeah.
sweet iced tea.
Would it be like 70? Would you say chill is about 70?
65.
No, I would say
65 is it cold?
Yeah,
65 isn't cold.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Like it's a room like around 70.
Look,
70.
bro,
that-
just
that-
because you run at
that
fucking
depends.
208 degrees
Yeah.
doesn't mean shit.
That
Alright?
depends. That depends if you're inside or outside. Because if you're inside, 80 can seem like a fucking desert. 80
Yes.
outside that's a good time.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
mean, I guess
Depends-
it all
yeah, depends on the wind.
humidity.
Depends on the wind.
I mean, we're gonna put all those factors in. I only put in inside
All
and
right,
outside.
all right, come on. We can't just start fucking talking about weather.
Yeah.
But I know we're old, but fuck,
Yeah.
man.
Welcome to Weathercast. Subject today.
Did
It's
I ever
just
tell you
got-
about those leaves falling in the back?
It's just so fucking
on
humid.
the
It's so
radio, but
goddamn
it's
humid.
too-
Oh man, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Just get back on that weather. Yesterday was humid as hell.
It's just so fucking humid. That's
It was humid as hell yesterday, but today was just like hot, and that was okay. That was
Although
fine.
last night was actually, well, mostly because I was downtown, it seemed like it was pretty fresh and breezy. Like I kind of wanted to go smoke hookah yesterday, and I was like, man, like this everywhere else, I'm totally down to go smoke. But
It was hot and humid everywhere else.
It was hot, dude. It's been fucking
I'm
hot.
talking about like 10 o'clock.
I wondered if downtown was a different temperature. I'm more than sure it is.
It was. I mean, I was still sweating like a motherfucker because I run hot.
Yeah,
But, you know.
it happens.
It happens.
Anyways, Tony.
So chill, huh?
Yeah.
Chill triggered you.
Not necessarily triggered me. It just I think that scenario, it was mostly how was Spain. I think asking my
Spain.
cousin like how Spain was and expecting like, oh man, it's fucking gorgeous. And
The
I mean,
beaches are
asked his mom.
beautiful.
Asked his mom.
Ibiza was
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, I asked his mom, and she was like, "Oh man, it's fucking great over there. Everything's so." She's talking to me in terms I understand. She's like, "Everything's just laid back, and you know, everyone's just."
All right.
Yeah, I'm like,
I can get behind laid back.
yeah,
Relaxed,
yeah.
And they're so,
Yeah, she was like,
trying to
everything's
keep to
relaxed and
themselves.
everything's laid back, and you know, everything's at a slower pace. She's like, she told me she doesn't want to come back over here. She's like, I do not want to ever come back here. I want to live over there. She's like, just being on this highway just gives me like so much anxiety. And I was like, oh fuck, damn, it must be great over there. She's like,
Either that
she's like,
or
it's
you're
gorgeous, it's
super
beautiful.
soft and
Yeah.
pussy.
Maybe. She's like, it's great and it's gorgeous and it's a lovely place to live. I was like, that was the answer I wanted.
And
Well,
the
see, that's
food
an
is
old person-
amazing.
That's an older person
Yeah.
that lived here, moved over there, so over there is like a dreamland.
Yeah.
And they came back, and now their world's ending and crumbling.
Well, no,
This
they're
kid-
just visiting. They're going back
Oh,
for sure.
okay,
So
see. And then
nothing's
the
crumbling.
kid's like, the kid's like, whatever. I fucking hate this place. I hate my mom.
But the
I hate
thing
my
is,
dad.
nah, he's doing rather well.
He's like that in the inside. Every kid's like that.
He's 18.
He's
Everything's just like
originally
whatever.
he didn't want to go to Spain. He wanted to stay here because all his friends and fucking kids.
But
I don't wanna
fucking-
go because my friends are here.
But
Like-
girls in Spain are like 20 times hotter.
well, he's actually got I think he like started doing boxing over there. He was like
Yeah.
just boxing and shit like that, and he got his
Boxing
girlfriend or
dicks.
whatever. Boxing a whole bunch of dicks.
Because they watch the Travel Channel. Girls in Texas, not that pretty. Girls
I
in
think
Madrid,
I think my cousin from when he was stationed in Guam, he was telling me, he's like, God damn, like he's like, I fucking forget, like chicks here in Texas. He's like at Guam, out of the 1 to 10, he's like a fucking 4 over there is like an 8 over here.
yeah,
He's like-
American girls are not that pretty.
Yeah, he stops. He's like, I just forgot how fucking everyone's so gross and fat over here.
I remember this because I know who you're talking. I know
Yeah,
Mike,
because
right?
Mike, yeah.
Mike, I was in a chat with him with all the Destiny guys, and he was like, "Look at this fucking calendar from Guam, and it's like all these hot ass bitches." And I'm like, "God damn!" He's like, "That's like normal here." He's like, fucking move over here. And I was like, "All right, we'll see."
And then everyone acts surprised. He's like, my fucking wife's mad at me right now. We just had an argument.
Her old American ass got jealous.
When America said Snooki was hot, I was like, fucking American
No,
values
I don't
is
think,
horrible.
I don't think anyone said Snooki was
No,
hot.
she was
That was Facebook's. That had to be like some type of
Yeah,
Daily Mail Facebook post
And
was like,
everybody-
why America
Fox
loves
News.
Snooki. Yeah.
Everybody
Had to
knows
be
one
something
look
like
like fucking Snooki. I was like, what's wrong with
they
these
were all
people?
Russian bots. Don't even worry about it,
Yeah.
bro.
See, that was...
Oh, dude, I'm down for fucking going to Russia and get me a nice Russian chick.
I swear to God, every girl
fine.
outside America's hot. You go to Mexico, there's some pretty ass girls. You go to Canada, Mexico has some pretty
You gotta
girls.
go like deep Mexico.
Yeah, when my
I
grandma.
think
was-
you're watching too much of that television.
No. When my
You're watching
grandma-
too much of the television, and those are made like off-site on
then-
a separate
to be fair-
island.
But then again, my grandma lives in the coast.
To be fair, those aren't Mexicans. They're like Colombians, Guatemalans.
I guess, but when we used to go visit my grandma over there in Veracruz, on the coast, man, nothing but pretty girls. Just couldn't talk to them because we don't know if they were cousins,
I
but
ain't go fuck.
they're pretty.
All right, well, I guess
Just
Hey,
Americans.
you
Americans
want
is just...
you want hot chicks, just
Get out
leave
of
America.
America.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or bring them in and then watch them get ugly, and then you just disown them.
It's
See that-
America. that
Kind of
does
like
it.
puppies. You just get them while they're cute. When they're ugly, you just leave them out to the street, and then they'll get run over or they get picked
Just
up.
go leave them next to the gas station dumpster.
Exactly. And I'd be like, "Where did my husband go?" You're like, "Shh, bitch, don't tell anybody we're married."
Divorce. But that just reminded me, dude, with fucking that whole Snooki era. I hate the word hot. Where everything was that's hot.
Paris.
Was it
Yeah,
Paris?
That was Paris Hilton. Yeah.
Uh,
That was
Oh
nice.
That
yeah,
shit
that
was
was
enough.
like fucking 2003, bro.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, man, that was a long time ago.
Oh,
She's
dude.
super irrelevant now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, she was never irrelevant to begin with.
Not relevant to you, relevant to everybody else, especially when that porn came out. Everybody fucking wanted to see it.
Eh,
That point sucked though.
Yeah, she's
dude,
she's
but
a
you
meme
you
lady.
had to admit Paris Hilton was like entertainment, like
Nah.
fucking royalty
Nah.
for a while.
No.
She had all those shows.
I won't admit anybody's royalty unless they're part of the royal family.
Entertainment royalty.
The only
That-
one that I kind of expected
that means
after a
nothing to
while was her friend Nicole Richie,
Mm.
but that's because she was on some shows I watched that were pretty funny, like that Great News. And even at that, I was like, man, this bitch needs to eat something.
Nigga got
Didn't think she was hot. Just thought she needed to eat something.
I cared for her.
I sent her Lunchables in the mail.
Again, this is because she looked like a tiny dog.
Which is funny because you know you would anything that comes your way be like okay.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, she could get it if she wanted. That's no lie.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. That was
That's what
like,
I was. I was
during that whole thing about Nicole Richie. I was just waiting for him to be like, yeah, she's ugly, but she can get it if
get
you
it.
want. Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Oh, dude, yesterday at the show there was this chick,
What show?
the Felipe Esparza show.
Uh huh.
I went to go see it, and it was pretty funny. But the thing that caught me off guard was how many fucking dirty hot sucias are over there, dude. Like, seriously, when the show ended, this chick came out. She had like a stripper body with like porn star tits, so they're big old tits, and she had like this handkerchief thing barely covering them with no bra, and I was just like, would it be a dick move to just kind of move my arm, like pretend I'm stretching, and just
And then
slap
knock
it
it.
out and just see, because that thing was barely hanging on. It was just like right there, and you're just like, you know what you're doing. So you can see the hard ass nipple, and I was like, damn. I turned around to my homegirl. I was like, "Did you see the tits on that bitch?" Guy behind me laughed. He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Bro, too loud." And I was like, "Fuck, whatever." And the chick I didn't even see the chick turn around, but you know, she knows what she's wearing. She knows.
Yeah.
She getting attention. But damn, dude, there's a lot of hot girls going to comedy shows.
and you hear someone in the fucking audience goes in Guam it would be fours.
Yeah, she's a 3.
No doubt. Like they were hood rats 6 and 7s.
They're Texas
Well, you
tens
know.
around the world. They're threes.
I forgot when you told me about that rating. Where you're just like, oh man, she's like an 8. I'm like, God no, that's not a fucking 8. You're like, no, this is hood rat. It was hood rat 8. I was like, oh,
Is it around that time
yeah,
where
totally.
okay. I see what y'all doing here.
is it around that time we fucking realized that San Antonio had the ugliest chicks?
Probably.
We did the whole thing where Dallas, Houston, and Austin had the prettier girls.
Yeah, like they're fine, but you know, when you're used to trash, you just kind of make the trash pretty.
Yeah, I mean, we're all trash.
Yeah.
We realized that San Antonio
Don't
has
fool
the-
yourself.
No, yeah. I'm not saying I'm better than everybody. I'm just saying everybody sucks.
Were you not part of that, Mark? When we
I don't
realized
think-
San
I don't think
Antonio
I
has
was.
all the ugly chicks
Nope.
compared to the like Houston, Dallas, and Austin.
Like
No,
Austin chicks
I
are
went
healthy.
to Houston a couple times. I saw some busted ass black chicks, so I would say no.
You
I would strongly say no.
No.
Yeah.
gotta go to the right party.
The way it goes, technically it goes. Obviously, you're going from light skinned to dark skinned, so it goes Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, Houston.
I don't know. I would say Austin has a lot of fucking hipster looking chicks, and all
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of them
some
wear
aren't
like
that
mom
bad.
pants that look so disgusting.
Mom pants,
Focusing
which
too
is
much
those?
on
The ones that like
That
are
go
high waisted.
over their
Oh, like
gut.
the 70s
And
stuff?
so always they have like a beer belly too. For some reason, that's the only
It's
time you can wear them. You gotta have a beer belly.
I thought the hipster thing was, what do they call the yoga pants?
Oh,
Is that already passed?
No, I don't think yoga pants.
That was
are
never a
thing.
hipster thing.
It's just,
No?
I just
yoga pants is just the sucia thing.
No.
That's a sucia or healthy. Like
none of them,
no.
none of them are healthy when they're wearing
That's like
yoga
a-
pants.
that's like
None of them actually work
that's-
out, bro.
I think that's like a basic white chick thing.
that
Yeah.
could be. Yeah,
It's a
you're
basic
probably right.
thing.
Yeah, it's a basic thing.
But I've seen plenty of hookers walking down the Salsamora when they're wearing yoga pants. I'm like, yeah, those pants are helping you out. You're gonna get picked up
Yeah,
by me, but
yeah. Yoga pants help out a lot.
they do.
They-
It's like high heels or those those weird wedges. You're like, damn. You're like, you were there when we were talking about it, or was it with Carlo? We were checking out chicks that were coming in the store when we were working at Heroes, and
Carlo, I think.
yeah, and we're like, damn, dude, she got a nice ass, or like a nice figure, and you're like, nah, dude, take off those fucking wedges,
Oh,
fucking everything goes flat, and you're like,
yeah. That's
Take off the uniform and they're just regular
wedges
shoes.
are basically the step up from the middle school posture.
yeah.
Instead of you know the middle school posture, the chicks that stuck out their ass, but they like backs weren't straight. It was just like hooked out.
Yeah.
I saw a face.
Yeah.
They had a spider bit for them.
Is she really a bad bitch, or does she have problems with her back?
God damn. I don't know. I just,
I lived with Carlo for a while, so I picked
Yeah,
up some
I know.
habits.
Some.
Have y'all eaten at Lulu's?
No, I have
in a
not.
while. Last time I went, it smelled gross.
Yeah.
It always smells funky over there.
Yeah, pretty much. I went there after the show. As soon as I walked into the door, like there's like the little middle room, and I was like, yeah, bums hang out here. And it smelled
Yeah.
like piss, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then I look at the door as I'm gonna open. And I was like, that's when I immediately rethought the decision to eat there, because it said food rating 88% health inspection. It's a B, and I was like, and yeah, dude, that place was.
It says their chicken fried steak's the best, but honestly, I thought their chicken fried chicken was way better.
It's just big. That's all
Their
it
chicken
is.
fried steak kind of sucked, dude. It was
Yeah, the chicken fried chicken's where was it at?
The skin was crumbling. It was falling apart. Had like no flavor. I was like, then their fucking fries were like microwaved. They weren't even deep fried. They were just kind of like soggy and shit.
They're all
Like,
fucking withery.
Even
Yeah.
Denny's has a 90%.
Their beans
I-
were fucking trash too. Everything was just reheated with the microwave. I was like, this sucks, dude. I ate and I felt disgusting.
Yeah.
Wow, and Eric eats trash.
Yeah.
Damn, that must have been a really
So,
bad experience.
That was
Three fools thing. Don't go to Lulu's.
I-
1 out of 5, I give it trash.
A fools to eat is trash.
There you go.
Actually, still want to take you to that. Still
The
want to take you to that
Korean
Korean place.
Yeah, I want to go to that Japanese place we went to when we went to that.
We'll
Bro.
talk about that.
Every time I looked at Lulu's, like they were like, "Oh, we have the big cinnamon rolls."
I got
At-
that right there in the fridge.
I don't want it because every time like I looked at it, I was like, every time something gets big, like whenever they giganticize something, it always ends up trash.
It always loses some flavor.
It always
every
loses
time
some-
they do something like that.
course.
I mean, I don't know. It's
I
not.
don't
It's not.
know.
I don't think it's really that bad.
The cinnamon roll wasn't
No.
bad. It's just
A lot.
of sugar.
Yeah, they'd say
Maybe-
that's the one thing.
And I was
Because
telling-
that Texas corn dog is delicious.
I mean, I know it's garbage though, because like all corn dogs are garbage.
True.
Like there's not like anything. There's not a gourmet version of a corn dog.
it's processed meat inside
Ex-
processed.
exactly. I know it's shit, but the ones that
unless-
but the ones that are J's are huge.
Unless
and
they
yeah.
do like some kind of gourmet sausage over like some really nice.
Like a
Cornbread or something like that?
bread
But
crumbs
it's-
on top of like
But then you just fucking shove. a
But you're
stick through
just,
it.
but then you're just deep frying. it. Like it doesn't matter. A lot of those flavors are just gonna be deep fried. You're like, oh, it's good because it's deep fried. Fucking almost anything deep fried is great. Like it doesn't matter.
You're not
My
wrong.
niece is like that. What was that giant pizza from Lou's?
Oh yeah, Big Loose. It's trash.
But he said the pizza was good.
No, it's trash. No,
It
it's
doesn't taste that good.
No,
it's
It doesn't really
I
have
eat
much
it.
flavor.
no, it's
It's bland.
Yeah, it's real
it's
bland.
it's literally a subpar pizza that's just gigantic. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
It sounds like Tony might like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
oh
yeah.
fuck. Yeah,
Oh,
you might
yeah,
love
yeah.
it. Oh my god, the flavorless fucking pepperoni. You'll fucking love it, baby.
Is that tomato paste or just the smushed tomato? I don't know, but it tastes.
Oh shit, it's wet too? Damn.
Yeah,
So, yes.
it's
You know-
garbage.
You know how pizza should taste good when it's cold? That one does not.
Is that thing?
Yeah.
I think that pizza's more of a bring your friends and see if you go all eat it. Kind of like it's not about eating good food. It's just about all y'all coming together,
Yeah.
eating a big ass thing.
But I would rather go to a good restaurant with all of my friends and have a good time and eat good food, not shitty food,
I
and
know.
then just be disappointed with everybody.
I know, but I think it's more of like, you guys remember that fucking time we ate that big ass terrible pizza?
Oh
Hell
god,
yeah.
it sucks. Like you just commiserate
I
over
think-
one memory.
I think having those terrible moments are easier to remember than saying like having a whole bunch of good meals, because we've had good meals before, but can
Yeah.
we really recall unless we talked about something or something happened? Half the time it's like just another fucking good meal. I think every once in a while you got to have those real terrible meals, and might as well be a gigantic shitty pizza so we can all bitch about it at the same time.
But most of
We get
those
along,
times,
bitch.
no,
yeah,
but,
we get real long when we bitch.
but most of those times it's because of buffet, like because buffets aren't all that great.
Buffets are terrible.
So like every time we go to a buffet, we're just like shoveling food and like whatever. Oh man, this kind of sucks. Have you tried this? It blows dicks, and you're just still
I
eating
feel like when
it.
I went with Mark to the Golden Corral, it was the food there was all right.
It was, I was
It was
pissed.
all
I was
right.
pissed.
Oh no, he was fucking pissed because they fucked him on the steaks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So maybe you just need to commiserate with people.
Yeah, instead of going to a buffet and just having small shittier plates,
Uh-huh.
I think coming together and having one big giant shit thing, that's more fun. At least I know I'm not getting stiffed on something. I know all of you are having just as or equal of a bad time as me.
Unless you're Tony, you like bland ass shit.
Yeah, that's true. The Tony would just love it.
And then you just
That's
fucking
fine.
hate, you hate
All
it,
right.
Tony likes it.
All right, Tony's not going with this.
I like a giant cookie too, so maybe I like giant stuff.
I don't know if you could go bad with the giant cookie.
Yeah,
I think
no,
it'd be like the giant cinnamon roll, just real sugary.
what,
No,
Well,
like
You know which one I'm talking
I'm
about?
not
The one
saying
that's
like
at the mall.
super gigantic. I'm just saying like above normal size cookie. Like
that's
Okay.
that's a pretty giant ass cookie, dog.
That's a big cookie.
Like you're
no wait, no, you're right. You're right.
because
I remembered Mike's birthday. We had that giant ass cookie, and that shit was a shitload of sugar.
it's just gross. Like all it is just more sugar, and then like the good thing about a cookie, I'm breaking down cookie science for you. All right, the good thing about a cookie is like when you actually bake it, you know, the outside gets really crispy,
Yeah.
and the inside is still like a little bit
soft,
chewy.
yeah,
You know, it's great. You get like the yin and the yang of
I'm
it.
kind of watching Tony to see like how he's
But-
reacting to the
but when
thought,
you
the
get
thought
a-
of a good food item.
But when you get a gigantic cookie, like let's say from the Great American Cookie Bash or whatever the fuck it's called, because Nate loves it too. Nate loves that place too. But he gets normal sized cookies.
He also has a sugar problem.
He does. So that gigantic cookie, when you put it in there, it's just like all of it soft because for some reason it doesn't cook evenly.
Yeah.
It's not a cookie. At that point, it's just fucking
Sugar glob.
yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing there. Oh man, I want to make some cookies.
Talking about all this food makes me even more hungry now.
You're hungry now, but I thought you ate at your mom's.
I did, and we took more food.
Okay,
Alright, so what's that about?
so explain what the fuck going on there?
Oh, so since my mom had that tumor thing, she now had this fundraiser.
Mhm.
I was like, she gave us like 5 tickets. She's like, go in, and I wasn't sure what she was asking for. I think she was charging people $5 to get a ticket, and then $8 donation for a plate. And I was like, God damn, it's a lot of fucking money. Like $13 for probably like a small ass burger. Well, I'm here criticizing my mom. She gave us 5. We got the
Man,
tickets.
you fucking ripping people off.
Just me and the girlfriend went. They ripped 2 of the tickets. They're like, all right, just go back there and just get your food. I'm like, all right, cool. We ate. Because I'm fucking broke as fuck.
Mhm.
I locked my keys in the car, so I took all my money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Been there.
Burning bad. So,
That one hurt.
so we ate. We were eating. And then talking to my little sister, she's like, oh, man, those chicks don't know what the fuck they're doing. And I was like, so what the hell am I going to do with these 3 tickets? She's like, we just stopped. I'm like, I'm just going to rip these. Just get three burgers to go. And then boom, we got dinner. My girlfriend was a little ambitious. She's like, "Oh yeah, and you'll have an extra one for lunch tomorrow." I was like, "Let's not." I don't think it's gonna make it through the day, so let's not.
It's not gonna that.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches on their way home.
I enjoy your optimism.
Love you for your optimism.
Yeah, I love you for your optimism, but
You don't get me. You don't understand me. Hey, has she fucking opened the door for you? Should she fucking?
Oh yeah, she's
All right, you coached her up.
Yeah.
What?
All right, because every time I've okay, let me rephrase this. I've been in this guy's truck twice. Not once, not thrice, but
Okay.
twice. All right. Every time he opens the door, what do you do when somebody like opens the door and they're going around to their door?
You unlock it.
You unlock it, right?
Yeah.
I did it, and the both times he said, he's like, "Whew, man, I gotta marry your ass." And I was like- he's like, "What did you say?"
I gotta marry your ass, basically.
All right, fair enough.
So this is a
That's it.
Mario test.
Well, yeah, because like the whole thing is like that's what you do. Like you fucking unlatch it. Apparently, no one's ever done this for. And I told him like, really, like not even your girl. Like whenever you take her out, he's like, no.
She just kind of waits in there.
So I was saying, I'm like, man, you gotta tell her something. You gotta let her know, like, hey,
Yeah,
unlock the door.
I told her after that, and after that, it's been. We don't really take the truck as much,
Uh-huh.
but when we finally took it, started fucking latching it.
Did you threaten her like Roman does this morning? I'm gonna leave you.
And that's why no one opened the door for him. He's a cold-hearted
And
son
then
of a
after that,
bitch.
she's gonna fucking lock him. Like, go ahead, go ahead.
He fucking unlocks him.
You'll
he
keep coming
jumps
back.
up.
You'll fucking come back.
Roman wants you to stay with him? Go for it.
Go for it. Let Rome put up his shit.
Now you hear Rose like, what did I do?
John's gonna be like, leave my man alone.
I will go to your house and break your motherfucking fingers. I seen how hard you work on them.
I do. I work extremely hard on painting my figures. Please don't do this.
Please,
I'm
no.
back. I'm sorry. I didn't read it.
He's
He opened his
trash.
own goddamn door.
He ain't
Yeah.
shit.
Every time you get in, you just keep locking it at least 5 times before he gets in.
Have you ever done that to anybody? Where you
lock the door?
No, when you fucking move the truck a little bit while they try to get on.
Oh, constantly.
Yeah.
Not as much as
No?
I should.
He hardly travels with anybody.
All right.
You should
'Cause,
do that, Julia.
I feel like the only time he travels with somebody is because he's fucking the person. I mean,
So-
with the person.
What's called? I went to go pick up my niece from school, and I did that thinking it would be funny. She's like, "Why'd you do that? That's not funny. It's hot." I was like, "I do that to everybody." He's
Oh,
like,
that's totally funny when it's hot.
And then the teachers were looking at me. He's like, "What's wrong with him? He's trying to get on."
This is basically.
I was like, "What did
This
it?
is
When did that
basically
stop
now-
being fun?"
This is now basically 4 old dudes bitching about how young people don't understand this. that we
Yeah,
don't
this new
understand
generation fucking sucks. They don't
Soft
understand
niggas.
comedy. They don't understand how to use the word chill.
I told that to
And
John.
then, we have like the older people from us, like fucking millennials bitch way too much.
I didn't get to bitch. My dad would hit me with the switch in the face.
So basically, how it
told-
goes is
And
everyone's
then
just
they'd be like, they don't know real fucking abuse.
Yeah.
They're living through the sand and dirt storms and shit like that.
I told John that the other day we were smoking outside. I was like, "I'm just becoming that angry old dude. Get off my
That's
lawn!"
basically what we're boiling down to now.
Yeah.
It's an intervention. It's an intervention for all of us.
Nah, fuck that. Let the hate consume you. It's all right.
Oh, nah, this guy's talking about hey, like it's fucking fuck you.
You don't know real hate, bro.
You don't know the hate.
You've only adopted it. I was born in it.
Molded by it.
I haven't seen happiness till I was a man. By then, it was annoying.
It's true. It gets real gay. I was like,
You
quit
see
being
somebody-
gay.
You see somebody happy, you're like, fuck, dude. Hey, you know what? You're gonna die. Eventually.
Yeah, like all of us. Nah,
I would assume my most hateful thing is to grab a bird, tie it down, and then shit on it. Show it what it's like
no one knows what it's like.
to be the guy who shits on birds.
You just see everybody around here just start clapping. It's like, yeah.
Finally.
Weird thing is, the bird thinks you're feeding it, so it just opens its mouth.
But it starts with a slow clap, like
Yeah, all
Should-
around me.
Should we be clapping?
Jay was just like, yeah. But I wanted to be
and
like, I wanted to be
you're
like,
wiping a tear from your eye.
It comes out the news.
I wanna be
Man
like-
shits on
yeah.
birds.
I want to be like
happened?
watery diarrhea.
Man
though.
gets revenge.
And you're like, what happened? No toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just grab the bird by its fucking.
Oh,
by its
that's when you
legs.
rip off his like feathers and then wipe his ass with it.
It's already got shit on it.
That's. I mean, I'll.
It's on principle.
Not the belly.
Yeah.
That's why
And
you
then
tie
I-
down 2 birds.
It's gonna
You
be like,
keep one on standby.
It's gonna
See,
be
like, look what I'm
real
doing to your
watery.
friend.
That's
it's
my
gonna be like
favorite.
real watery shit, and then I wipe my ass with the other bird while he pecks me, and then when he's done, throw them both out, and then I put my pants up and I waddle out to like a close by restaurant where I wipe my ass properly.
Can
And you
imagine
get a
the
nice tapatilla.
Yeah.
Can imagine the birds are like, I didn't even shit on him. What the fuck?
You go and you tell the rest.
Not on my car.
Yeah.
You see him with the fucking wires on top. He's like, hey guys, don't be shitting on people no more. He's like,
Yeah.
why? What happened to fucking my cousin? Look at him.
Yeah,
I hope the bird looks mad. He's like, "Fuck, god damn it! I just took a bath," and he's like trying to wipe it off with his
Days
feathers. Yeah,
I never thought this would happen to me.
he's like-
Either that or you climb a tree and you shit on the bird's nest.
Oh man, and that I do not stop. My vigilante does not stop. I go from shitting on one bird to shitting on all different birds around the world.
Fucking eggs and shit.
I've been around the world and I've been shitting on birds.
He does it to a peacock. He's like, I don't even shit on people. It's
Yeah.
a fucking down dog.
Yeah, well,
You go fucking tell your cousins.
Ew.
Where I now reach like a critically acclaimed. I'm on like the Tonight Show where they're like,
I'm on Maury
yeah,
and Sally Jesse Raphael.
I'm on the Tonight Show.
Jetty Jones.
Damn, she comes out of retirement.
All
All these
Ricky
niggas
Lake.
old Ricky Lake.
They come back to interview the guy who shits on birds.
I want to. David Letterman comes out of retirement and he's like, we got this film reel of you running down a fucking ostrich and shitting on it.
just like-
roll that clip.
How did you manage for the ostrich not to kick you? Tell you what, it wasn't easy, especially since I had to go boo boo.
I had to train really bad. Ate a lot of tacos that day. What really fueled me was I remember one time I wore this jacket where bird shit on it, got mad, cleaned it off, took my jacket off, and they shit on my shirt after that.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, that happened to me one time at school.
That's the origin story right there.
Yeah.
Bird shit, man.
Yeah.
Until someone from PETA tries to sue you for all the birds.
Whatever, man. They kill more animals than they save.
Yeah, fucking do research.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they kill the animals in a brutal way so you can see, like, this is what happens.
No.
No,
they go to places where they deem inhumane,
Uh-huh.
and they rescue them in air
Dehumanize
quotations, and then they have this big, huge meat locker that they deem that they can't save them, so they just fucking kill them.
Yeah,
I think like
humanize them.
I guess that's.
I think that's what it's called. When you
And then they just I think there's like a really low percentage of animals they actually
I don't
release
think
into the wild.
humanize is the word.
So you mean to
No.
tell me
That sounds like
they go and release animals that kind of maybe haven't made. They just get a little bit of testing done.
Hmm.
They get fed. They have a place to sleep. They don't have to worry about predators. And they pull them out of there and then go, oh man, you're kind of fucked up and ugly. You're not cute and cuddly. And then they kill them.
More or less, I suppose.
And then the ones that do survive, they're like, well, you've never been out in the real world, so there you go, fuck it.
Well, our cameras are working today, so you're going free.
Yeah, Peter sucks.
Pretty much, yeah.
He is kind of.
Yeah, they're more.
This
It's more.
episode brought to you by PETA.
Some Madagascar.
The bread, not
He's
the
like,
fucking
Yeah.
I've been in
They're
the
even
zoo all my
spelled
life.
different.
I don't want to be in the wild.
PETA.
Okay, how do you think PETA is spelled?
What, the organization or the bread?
The bread. Let's go with the bread first.
PITA?
Okay. What about the organization?
PETA?
Okay. Do you know what the PETA stands for?
What, the bread or the organization?
For the organization.
Pussies enraged, totally
Chill.
against animals.
People for the ethical treatment of animals.
Where the fuck is the F at?
They don't they don't put it in PETA.
I was gonna
Doesn't
say
sound cool.
people eating titties and ass.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah,
I'm in.
that's a Peter Arrow would support.
I'll wear their shirts.
I've seen a lot of memes that are like And for some reason, it's anime girls, but it's anime titties and anime ass, and it was breakfast. Like, god damn it, these fucking weebs. They're taking it too far.
But you look at it and you're like, I
I'm like, yeah, that cartoon can get it.
That's some crazy shit.
Have you seen those mouse pads where I saw this one video, this guy's just fucking slapping the shit out of this mouse pad, where it's like a chick and it's her ass, and you got that nice little slit thing. He's just fucking squeezing the shit. I was like, man, even I feel uncomfortable watching this fucking video.
But then again, you would like a mouse pad like that.
I don't use computers.
It's true. You don't. You had a computer in your room
And we
for a
barely
year,
use it for D&D.
and we barely used it fucking 2 days ago.
Yeah.
America. That's all I gotta say. Oh man. Oh, real quick.
Did y'all see the Jurassic Park?
Yeah, I was about to ask that. Anybody want to go see the Dinies?
No, not yet.
Really? I thought you would be all over the dinosaur stuff.
No,
Yeah.
no,
I didn't think he
that's
would
not
have been into
that's
that.
not me. I'm not into Jurassic Park.
No. What else is coming out? The Incredibles 2? See that one?
Did y'all see The Incredibles too?
Did we mention that last time?
No.
I saw it. I saw it last time.
Did you like it?
I liked it.
It was good.
Don't really have much to say on it.
5 star.
I forgot. who said-
No, not 5 star.
It didn't-
I'm giving
it didn't feel-
I'm giving it the lukewarm like 4 star.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. Luke.
Not ran. It's good, but you know.
According to John, it was
was it
14 years too late.
Yeah,
There
was
you
it 14
go.
2 years too late?
It didn't feel like something
Yeah,
that was 14 years.
here's the thing. Everyone was like, "Oh man, we need Incredibles," but even the first Incredibles, I saw it. It was okay. I was like, "Oh man, this needs a sequel. This needs a sequel." But I think it's the younger crowd that was like, "Oh man, I grew up with this, and this needs a sequel." I was a little older than that, so I was like, it's whatever.
That shit was all
So-
over the fucking internet when they saw the first one. They had a little picture, and now they're all old and shit. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, was it been 15 years already?
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean,
much.
it was
I like the fact that it was 15 years later, but it only happened like
the next
the
time.
movie started like right then and there where it fucking ended, and I was like, oh okay, that's pretty cool. And then I don't know, it seemed more like it had like an agenda to fill in with like women could do it better type deal.
Oh, they
And I
had a
was just like-
propaganda.
and I was like, I don't care about that.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see it?
No,
I mean,
and
it was
trust
like-
me, it's
They
a lot of
they
people.
put it right there in the front though with like Elastigirl being like, oh, any girl can do it, and
No,
fucking
I
Mr.
think-
Incredible being like, oh, I don't get to fucking.
Don't get me wrong. This is like first chance. I will go with the whole man hating thing. We're like fucking women or think they're fucking better than us kind of bullshit. But this one, in ways they dressed it up, saying all this was about different perspectives. Because the reason why they chose her was like, we need people to see the way it's done, and Mr. Incredible was way too fucking, it was way too rough. She was more polished. So that whole explain right there, I was like, all right, that makes a ton of sense why you would choose her.
Sense, but
That
at the
makes
same
sense,
time,
and
it's
it's not,
man,
it's
they
not.
could have gone with Frozone.
But they didn't.
True, is it because he's black?
Probably, maybe. I think it's just maybe because she was a little more well known. I don't know.
Probably.
But just having that reasoning alone, I was like, okay, that makes sense. That fucking makes sense to me.
Did you guess who the fucking bad person was right off the bat?
I thought it was both of them. at one
See,
point, but
I-
then I was still trying to figure it out. But I kind of knew I had a good idea who it was. I just didn't know if it was both of them or not.
Same here.
All right, so
But it was.
that was all right.
It was
Just whatever?
it was just a nice because the base of the whole premise of the movie is just different perspectives of people.
So not feminism, like Eric said.
No, I
Or
did not.
Mr. Mom
I don't see that.
in anime form.
Yeah, trust me. There's a lot of movies in there. They're just like, oh, women now. I forgot who I tell this to. I was like, I fucking hate this one quote that mostly every action chick does, and they're like, my character's like the strong feminine woman. We're just like the boys, and we're just as bad as the boys are. Like that's so fucking gauche. Like I hate that phrasing.
I haven't heard that word in a while. But
Gauche?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's so happy about it too.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
it,
Like
it,
yeah.
it just sounds like a lot of shit pisses off Bart now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that
Triggers
pissed me
He's
off.
old and disgruntled.
It's not like he's never hid the fact that he hates a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's never really paid attention.
True.
What he doesn't like.
When I do like something, I say it every once in a while. I'm like, oh man, I actually like that. I'm just like, wow. If you ask me what I like, I have no idea what the hell I fucking like. I just kind of like something at the moment. But yeah, I didn't see that at all at Incredibles. Incredibles was just all different. It was about the motif was about perspective, I suppose. They wanted the guy who I thought was a bad dude, the billionaire, or whatever. He wanted to change people's perspective of heroes.
I never figured that he was gonna be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like,
I had a feeling. I thought maybe.
It was that one moment where there's like, and he could have run into the room and blah blah blah, and I was like, oh, that's who it is.
Yeah. Oh, I was hoping for the plot twist where the two crooks that killed their parents.
Yeah.
And they had the two phones or whatever. I was like, the two crooks were the two heroes of the phone.
No, but that's because Geyser Beam was dead.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. Incredibles 1. He was the one that they found in the cave that put Kronos on the.
He just died.
Huh?
Everyone just died. Because all that stuff, Okay, now we're talking about Incredibles lore. Because
all I'm saying is the reason that Geyser Beam didn't get it was because, well, one, yeah, maybe it was around. It doesn't really tell you the timeline, but you can kind of guess that.
I figured
that's when Syndrome took him and.
I figured it was just at the time where they just got rid of the heroes. So that means he now had to turn to crime. And then later down the line, that's when Syndrome's like, hey, I got this opportunity for you to come back.
Probably.
So that was the only thing I did.
And I didn't see who the second guy was. I'm pretty sure it was one of the persons that...
Flareon or some shit like that.
That got...
Flarion's in there?
Flareon, the Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the people that got their cape stuck on something that Edna Mole was talking. You know what? I really enjoyed the Edna Mole fucking...
I think everyone did. I just was not about that.
You know what? I thought you would be more about that. She seemed like your type of character.
Nah. I didn't really care for a lot of the baby stuff.
Fair enough.
That was a good chunk of it.
Okay.
I like the raccoon fight.
So
I didn't.
Should I see this in theaters or should I wait for this?
I go see it in theaters.
I watch most animated movies in theaters.
Okay, fair enough. Because The Incredibles was one of the few Pixar movies where I was like, I really like this because it wasn't when there was a whole bunch of superhero movies and shit. So I was like, all right, I like this. I remember seeing the first one in theaters. So, like, should I go and watch the second one in theaters?
I'd say yeah.
My thing.
Take your niece or whatever.
Yeah.
She'll enjoy it.
Okay.
She'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it. I didn't hate it. Like I said, I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of course, I got my nitpicks and gripes about it, but I mean, overall,
But you're giving it to Eric 4-star.
Yeah, I'm giving it the 4-star.
Just go give your money to Disney. And I think
They're
what I
already-
did,
they're already
Disney
getting
had
it.
the superhero thing before Marvel made a big boom. So they had the Incredibles and had that
I don't see the thing is.
Sky High.
I
What was
don't.
the name of the movie?
Yeah, I guess.
I
I don't.
didn't
I
like
don't consider
Sky
them
High,
like
though.
You
any
didn't like it?
forefront of
I
that.
like Sky High. It was a really
I
good
remember
movie.
watching it when I was like, younger, and I was like, I mean, I like Kurt Russell. I think he's a actor that I like a whole bunch of shitty movies with him in. So I was like, yeah, but I don't know. But there was a time where like I kind of grew out of like everything Disney, and then I went back into it.
Same.
What brought you back to Disney?
I think it was Wizards of Waverly Place.
That was
Like-
a lot. That was a lot. That was.
Oh man.
That brought a lot
I
of
thought
people
you
back
were
in.
gonna say like a movie.
No, like all those movies that everybody talks about, like all the Halloween towns. I didn't see those until way later.
Oh, you were missing out.
Exactly, because okay, first of all,
Hold on, wait.
Ah.
Did you see HE double hockey sticks?
no,
I
did
saw
not.
it one time. I forget. It was like in beginning of high school, maybe at the end of middle school.
Uh-huh.
My cousin. Remember laughing fucking hard at it. I haven't seen it again because that whole like, oh man.
Oh, you want to protect the memory?
If you liked it back then and you
Uh-huh.
watch it now, you're gonna fucking hate it now because you were an idiot back then.
Mm-hmm.
But it had that dude from Boy Meets World.
Who? Eric?
Not Corey.
Eric?
The-
Or Sean?
No, it was the older brother.
The older brother. It was the older brother.
Yeah, it was
Eric.
Eric.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eric was in there. He's fucking hilarious. He plays like
Yeah,
a
you know
demon.
that movie's on Netflix, right?
Is it?
And that HE double.
I don't know. So it's basically about a demon
Uh-huh.
that has to like teach a what is like a little league hockey game,
Yep.
whatever, for some type of like getting back to hell or something like that. That's basically the whole premise.
Okay.
So
It's Mighty Ducks with fucking a demon.
yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
basically.
That girl's.
Okay, but sorry to interrupt.
Heart of code.
But
What got you back in?
But yeah. That got me back in, and then for some reason I just started like watching everything else from then, and I was like, oh, that's funny, that's not. And then I started watching like Phineas and Ferb and all that shit, and that's when I really got into it. But like, for a long time, like, because I can say that like almost everybody I knew had cable, or like even if it was hot cable, anything like that. For a long time when I was a kid, I didn't have fucking anything. My brother reminded me, he's like, for some reason, I was just like chilling, fucking drinking coffee in the morning, just watching whatever on TV, and not really paying attention, just so I have something on. And he's like, man, do you fucking remember that me and you used to fucking didn't have any toys? We fucking played with fucking VHS tapes, and we made mansions out of VHS tapes. And I was like, how many people share that fucking memory where we had fucking nothing? We had fucking VHS tapes. And I was like, man, like, everybody talks
Our
about like
parents are cheap.
yeah, like everybody would like have toys and like all this kind of shit. We didn't have any of that. Like I got every.
Did y'all go and bust into your mom and dad's room while they were fucking? Be like, hey, how can you fucking buy no toys?
No. Thankfully, I've never caught my parents fucking.
And then your dad's like, hey, what the fuck? I'm trying to fuck over here. Hey. And your mom's like, what the fuck? Hey.
But, yeah, didn't really have toys. Like, every system that I got was, like, fucking, like, 5 years later than everybody else. So, like, I started
So you're
playing...
supposed to sign up for the school programs.
Fucking, my parents...
Yeah, that's the only way we got to play the PlayStation was the school programs.
My
That's
parents were just like, you're not staying at school for nothing, because when you get home, you're doing chores. I'm like, fuck, all right. So, like, it was
maybe
nothing.
we'll let you play with some tapes.
Yeah.
But you can't watch them. Because they're
Here's
Can I
the
watch-
a
Oh, man.
VHS. You got no fucking VHS player.
Shyamalan twist right here. Those VHSs that you're all playing with were videos tapes of you and your mom and dad fucking. You were one click away to watching your dad just pile drive. That's why they would just stare at y'all, just sweating it out.
He could hear, like,
Yeah.
he could hear his mom and be like, I told you to put them away.
I remember.
did.
Can't they fucking love these things?
I
Can't
remember.
stop them. Well, we gotta buy them some toys. Fuck that. It costs money. I'd rather risk them watching us fuck.
You know what? They don't even know how to work the VCR. They're stupid as fuck. They're playing with tapes. When you can go outside.
You know what's
That's
funny
true.
though?
We
Is
did
that
go
guy-
outside until I fucking got hurt. And then I was like, get inside. I was like, all right.
You know what's fucked up? In their closet, it was nothing but toys.
Like,
They held it every Christmas
like,
present. When
like
they-
I can remember, like, I didn't have many toys except on my birthday. I could get one or two toys just depending on the price. And I remember two specific times. I remember when there was a store right here by where we're recording. There was a place
Wieners.
on the west side called Wieners,
Yeah.
right? And it was like a discount store, but they had Terminator 2 toys. And when I was a kid, I loved two things. I love
drinking
Toxic.
vodka.
I love Toxic Avenger 2 and Terminator 2.
It was the summer of two.
Yeah, it was the summer of twos. I love Toxic Avenger so much that we lived in the projects basically, and I would repeatedly go outside of my underwear with a small mop that they made me, and like go like, I'm the Toxic Avenger, even though he wore pants and everything.
Yeah.
I was just like, underwear's where it's at.
Have you seen those movies? Like, they're fucking raunchy as fuck.
Yeah, that's where I
yeah.
saw my first titties.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, I fucking loved them.
trauma films?
Yeah, that's probably why I loved them so much. You see, but again, like, my parents didn't pay attention because I probably shouldn't have watched that, but I fucking loved it.
Well, they made a cartoon out of it, though.
I don't
did?
remember the cartoon.
They made a cartoon out
And
of
it
it.
just looked
for
like
a couple
Swamp
of-
Thing?
I don't know. It was a weird thing to make a cartoon out of.
Yeah.
I saw maybe like a couple episodes.
One of
There knew why Toxic Avenger was so fucking popular, but he was.
Yeah.
one of my favorite
Beats out even Sergeant Kabuki.
one of my favorite VHS tapes that I could actually watch was a Hulk Hogan becomes an astronaut. Do you remember Hulk Hogan had like cartoons?
Yeah.
All right, so there's one where he's training to be an astronaut, and I fucking loved it for some reason. I have no idea why. Maybe it's because I loved wrestling as a kid, and then like
Hulk Hogan had a lot of good entertainment. Used to like his movies.
I never liked his movies.
No, none
No,
of them.
no.
No.
That's where I first saw that dude was Zeus.
Yeah.
Debo.
Yeah.
I don't think none of those are real names, but yeah, that's a
Yeah.
I
He was
think
a
it's Tiny something.
yeah. He's dead, isn't he?
No, he's still alive.
But yeah.
He's still got that crooked ass eye.
So yeah, but I remember one VHS was a porno, and it was in my sister's room, and they had left, and I was just by myself, and I remember like, let me see what tapes they have, and I saw one that was weird. I'm like, this is
So
weird.
I'm getting
This
a weird.
Yeah, well,
This one's thicker than usual.
well, this one didn't have like a face thing, and it looked like it was scratched out. So I was like, this is weird. Let me get this, and I put it in my room, and it's fucking porno, and it's like some chick giving a dude a fucking blowjob underwater, and I was like, I fucking love this thing. So and I was by myself, I was like, oh my god. So I started fucking jerking my fucking 12-year-old pecker, and then coming and like, oh.
Thanks, sis.
But then I was like, oh fuck, like what do I do? So I just grabbed the tape and I fucking chucked it in, and I chucked it in their cabinet and like fucking closed it, and then just like went in my room and was like, oh god, I still have cum on my hand.
I don't know what that was, but it was magical.
It was awesome. So like I was hoping like there was a Saturday where everybody fucking left the house.
Oh man, you just like sitting there sweating it up.
I just gotta wait.
And you just kept like passing by your sister's room each
Yeah.
time. Like, the fuck is wrong with Roman?
It's funny that everybody left except his sister. He's like, why don't you go with them? He just got mad at her.
Bitch, get the fuck out of the house.
Why didn't you go with your kid?
Why don't you just go to church with mom and dad? What the fuck is wrong with you?
You fucking heathen. This is why no man will ever love you.
He's like, you know you sin.
I have a funny story about my sister and a dude that was trying to become a priest.
Oh man.
Yeah. All right. So this was after my sister's.
Second divorce.
Yes, sort of. Okay.
quotes.
So I gotta explain a little backstory. My sister married guy, her high school dude, had 3 kids. I think one of them she cheated on. The one's from a different guy, but. From the same guy, they got a divorce. Actually, she ran off and abandoned her kids, but she came back. Whatever. She has another husband who's part of the police department here in town. It was when she was gonna leave him. She was like, I can't fucking deal with him. Blah blah blah. She moved back to our house.
Yeah.
So she got the small room. I said, "Fuck her. You're not pushing me into the small room anymore. I'm fucking 3 times bigger than you, so fuck off."
I got the tapes.
Yeah, I got the
I
tape
think I
now.
remember, and that was like the first time I saw his sister, and I was like, she ain't bad looking. She could get it.
You say that about everybody else, so it doesn't really matter. So,
It
loses
loses,
but-
it loses its sting.
yeah, but the thing is, like, she was, she was hoeing out like you tend to do. Yeah. So, this was when she started hoeing out, and she started going to church with my mom, right? Well, there was a dude there that was I forget what it is when they're training to become a priest.
Like a priest in training.
Yeah, so whatever.
Bishop.
No,
I was
bishop
gonna
something
say
else.
deacon, but I think that's
No,
higher up.
no, deacon's lower. But
A knight.
yeah, a knight of Columbus. Well, he's in training to become a priest, right? And he starts falling in love with my sister. Everybody sees it except for my sister. So every night they'd start going out, and then she comes one night crying, and I'm just like sitting in the living room just watching TV, whatever. She comes home crying. I was like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" She goes, "Oh my god, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm leading this guy on." And I was like, "Oh, you finally realized that?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You never intended to fuck this guy at all, right? Because he's baldy and he's fucking a little chubby white guy, or he's from Spain. He's from Spain, whatever. But he's fucking ugly." And I was like, "You never intended to fuck him, so you're just leading him on there, but you still keep going out with him. So what? Let me guess, he's in love with you. He's thinking about leaving the fucking church." She's all, yeah. I was like, yeah, talk to mom about that. I don't care. So she just fucking
Called it.
so she sees all right, so yeah, she just fucking goes to the kitchen with my mom, whatever, and they're talking. And I just fucking zone out at that point just because I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you're a fucking dumbass. And this is why I have problems with my sister. I'm just like, you're 10 years older than me and you're fucking
You should know better.
You should know better.
You're the you should know better.
And this was when I was like fucking 19. So she was already 29 because she's 10 years older. I was like, you fucking should know better than this shit. So yeah, there's been a few stories that have been rattling around in there where I was like, oh, I fucking forgot about that.
Speaking
How-
of stories,
how
do we have
fun.
any comments?
We do have a couple of comments, but we don't have any emails. But if you want to get in on the conversation, go ahead and send us an email at citypod88@gmail.com. Eric.
Citypod88@gmail.com.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this on YouTube at youtube.com/Grimworks, go ahead and leave a comment below, just like this man did.
Ring the bell. Who's that?
Keep it at Regs with a prude. Alright, so we have 4 comments.
Did he not like that anymore? He's like, stop with the fucking flushing.
I don't know. But,
Also, love you.
alright, yeah, his first comment is, I've beat every single Souls game. Yeah, I would expect that from you.
What, Dark Soul?
Yeah.
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dark Souls
I wouldn't expect that for anything
2,
less.
Souls.
Also, Prune, I'm sure you heard of that Psycho or whatever the fuck it's called. It's supposed to be harder than Dark Souls and Bloodborne put together.
I saw that Psycho, and I finally saw that Samurai one too.
Oh yeah, the Ghost of Tsushima or whatever the hell. That one looks cool. I like the way that looks.
Yeah.
The color palette on it is fucking mwah.
It
But
looks interesting.
it does.
I kind of want to play it.
I just want some fucking Onimusha. Where you at, Capcom? His second comment is, I love watching the World Cup because it's the best teams competing on the biggest stage. That's a real bland statement, fucking
I feel
Prune.
like he's trolling right there.
Yeah.
He's trolling
Sponsored
big
by
time.
FIFA.
Sponsored by Trojans. His third comment is, I'm assuming can't wait to stomp Eric at Smash and Kart.
He won't.
He will. there's not even a fucking thing
Oh,
here.
ye of little faith. I have been doing 0 practice, so I'm ready for it.
Yeah, exactly. When it comes to Smash, I mean, it's not even a fair fight because Prue knows what he's doing on Smash. Kart,
You just shake.
Prue knows what he's doing, and you're just kind of half-assing everything like everything else you do in games.
That's my life. Half-ass life, baby.
So, yeah, I can't wait for that either. Prune, when you get over here, I just want to see you fucking smash on him. And his last comments. The funny thing is, Tony looks more like his mom than Eric.
Okay, I have no idea.
I'm super bad at, like, seeing, unless they're fucking twins, I'm really bad at seeing, like, the connection between, like, mother and son and, like, all that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
I'm trying
Somewhat, but
to...
I feel like a lot of times you don't see the parents, though.
No, but, like...
I just saw your mom right now when I just walked into the house.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like in general.
No, but, like, when people... No.
I,
Like when people, like one of the biggest things is like when people will say like, look at my baby, like doesn't it look just like him? And like the dad's right there, and I'm like, this looks like a baby, man. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
it's really tough to see. It's really tough to see it with babies. Like what are we talking about? Like newborns or?
Well, newborns, yeah, because newborns pretty much all look the same.
Yeah.
But like when I'm talking about like when they're toddlers, like 3, like 4, when they're starting to come into their own as like a little kid, I still can't fucking see it unless it's like super obvious. You know what I mean? Like they have like the slant eye, or they have fucking like
So they're Asian?
the big ass nose, or like they have something. Yeah, like if they have something that's
They're
like
distinguishable feature.
exactly.
You're basically just describing a Chinese person.
Chinese people have big noses.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
So,
I don't look at a lot of
they
like,
don't have like a bridge, but they have like a fat fucking.
the bell pepper.
Yeah.
I got that. Fucking.
I saw a couple of videos of like Asian chicks taking off makeup.
Mhm.
They literally put like 4 or 5
Oh,
ounces
those-
of something like
Those contours.
I have no idea what the fuck.
That's
they
so
put in here.
fucked up, man.
So you see them actually scrape off the fucking thing that you thought was nose.
Mhm.
They just scrape it off and then you fucking smush face.
That's so fucked up how contours and all that kind of shit just,
It's fucking lies.
it's all lies, bro. You can't trust nobody.
Just find yourself a meth addict. That way you know what she looks like.
Fucking old Stone Cold adage is coming true. Don't trust anybody. Nah. Alright, and now let's keep it erect with the prune.
And Tony missed the one thing where everyone talked about him being part of the family.
It happens.
That's it for the comments. And as far as emails, like we said again, if you want to send us an email, citypod88@gmail.com. Eric, one more time.
Citypod88@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
Before we go, rest in peace, Vinnie Paul.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I like Vinnie Paul. Well, on that note, I'm pretty sure you guys got through the comments and all that bullshit, right?
Yeah.
This has been episode 98 of the City Podcast. I have been your host, Tony, and I'm here with...
Say, boy, I was sick of bad boys.
And...
Roman.
And your boy, Eric.
Hate that boy. And like we say at the end of every episode, I fucked up. Bye.
Bye.